way to winter semis, going up against
Fremont's finest,
Louis Money and Smurf.
Did that nickel give the luck of Shaky not showing up with GSS?
Maybe.
Maybe, but that's a story for another time. Game 1 here, we're going to go to Battlefield. Right now, we just see a barrage of projectiles and
56% immediately on Mudomo.
15 seconds. NorCal, as you know, even in Melee, and now we find true in Smash 4.
We love dubs.
NorCal, we love dubs.
Yeah.
One unit.
It is absolutely true. I don't know what it is about NorCal. Maybe it's just how densely populated the Bay Area is. We just love hanging out with other people, or what it is. But I'm actually curious more than anything else. I see Snorlax as a doubles fiend. He absolutely loves the format way more than singles. I've never seen him team with Mudomo though. Normally his partner is C4.
Oh, I meant.
Mudomo's is also Jet.
Yeah.
So like these two are both accomplished doubles players. I think this is the first time they've teamed together though. But so far it seems to be turning out all right. They already
they're winners
the
semifinals, so they must be doing something right.
And right now, it's Smurf with his stock at 120% against, a Fox is going to be able to hunt down that kill very reliably. And right now, yeah, you see Smurf know it, right? He's staying in that corner, doing a purely assist roll, looking to pick up those extra kills. Almost gets it with that. Did you see that up smash?
Did he just run up and get up smash?
He up smashed himself. He's just like, you're running up to me, but you're not going to up smash me. You're trying to do something else. So I'm up smashing and beating whatever that other option is.
See, what I love about Smurf is even though he's playing the assist, he's playing the role of being the assistant / support. He's no sidekick.
Oh, yeah.
He's playing a big role in getting these kills and helping their team keep the momentum.
I think part of that is just in general gaming theory. I think like the value of a good support, a good assist is slept on. Like across like all team games, like that is not, you're not just some marginal like 0.25% of like the success rate. Like you are the support because you actually make stuff happen. You make the openings for the big plays come together.
It's doubles, it's not singles.
Yeah, exactly. Like
you can't just look on, I want to fight them 1v1 or I want to play them my way. It's a us effort.
Yeah, the carries don't happen in top level doubles. Like it doesn't happen.
Right now, it seems that blue team is the one with stage control, and even though they're getting damage on blue team, they're not getting really pressured, and they're able to play their game as confidently as ever. I think that's one of the strongest things about Fremont's finest.
Yeah.
Is that regardless of how strong their opponents are, they usually don't differ in the way they play because they can able to keep pacing and stage controlling. They're not put in situations where they have to change things up.
And they're also just so used to playing with each other because that's something that always bears repeating is that Smurf literally only plays Smash 4 for doubles with Luis. That's it. This is his only mode in this game. He doesn't have a singles career on top of this, and like having that level of staticness with your partner goes a long way in your synergy.
Where did the stocks go by blue team?
I did not catch how Mario died right there. I assume Fox things happened to him.
I think he got up-thrown by Kirby.
Oh, wow. Up-thrown like on the top platform, perhaps?
See, I think this is very doable. If you can take off the both stocks right now, which is extremely high percent, I think an up smash would drag in a kill or even a back throw.
Oh, no, I think Smurf is essentially a done deal right now because he has to kill Snorlax first and then kill Mudomo immediately afterwards in order to have something of like a fair fight for him, right? Because the Mega Man Fox matchup is a really rough time for Mega Man, and when you're fighting a Fox who normally practices with Jet, a prior PR Mega Man, it's going to be a very hard fight for you to have. If you can't, you have to make sure he doesn't get access to a clean stock.
Ooh.
Right there he does, and there he does.
Like I said.
Yeah.
Commentator's blessing.
I mean, right there, that was the very important course of events he had to do. He had to kill Snorlax first, then immediately deal with Mudomo.
I think he can definitely do this, and despite Kirby's height and actually pretty decent ground mobility, having these pellets in the air and the projectiles as a wall shouldn't make it too scary for Smurf to make a comeback here.
I mean, here's the funny thing though, is like, that almost killed too. I was gonna say is like, at the end of the day, Snorlax has such a huge percent lead. If he really wants to, he can go for the timeout. I mean, it's 3 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock, but I think he could go for 3 minutes, 30 seconds and take less than 100%. Because especially when he can crouch under these pellets and then use down tilt to beat out the Metal Blade, keep forcing approaches by Mega Man and then find himself a grab into up throw, he can go ahead and make some crazy things happen. Chases down the back throw and into the, back roll into the up throw though and closes out Smurf stock.
He's really good at catching those, especially I think he recognizes not necessarily just like the on reaction, but also the reading itself, the mental state of his opponent.
Oh yeah. One thing that a lot of folks might not know is Snorlax is kind of like the main coach of like the South Bay area. A lot of people turn to him with their VODs and like they say, hey, what do you think I was doing wrong? How can I shore up my play? And that's one of the benefits of being someone who's more in that coach analyst mindset is you get really fast at picking apart your opponent's habits, picking apart player habits and stuff, and realizing quickly, when he's under pressure, he tries to disengage and build space, especially because he's Mega Man. He has all that ability to, once he has space, Pellet and Metal Blade, he wants to back roll me when I pressure him. He's going to immediately, I can chase it down, get my grab.
Yeah, absolutely. Game 2 going into Town and City. Do you find that either team has a dynamic that favors, like, the higher ceiling? The lower ceiling.
I think that the blue team, Fremont's Finest, is going to have a slightly better time on the stage. But, I mean, again, the red team does have a Fox. So the stage.
And you have Kirby's up throw as well.
Kirby's up throw is going to be a factor. It's mainly going to be a factor when there are platforms present. Otherwise, it's going to kill, like, too late to be really relevant in the punish game. But aside from that, I could see why, I'll put it like this, I can see why red team wouldn't worry about banning this stage.
I mean, Kirby's up smash is actually not as decently strong, and you have a Fox as well.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't see that way to worry. Ooh, that was almost a good opportunity for a large string or ping pong right there, but Luis just immediately up B's out.
Yeah, the down air by Kirby being a little bit too high off the ground so that there was that little bit of opening for Luis to get that up B.
I've actually seen a lot of combos off of Kirby's down throw. For example, Mewtwo can actually down throw and Kirby can down air and you can re-grab.
Yeah, there's some really nasty stuff that Kirby can do. Kirby is a very good doubles character.
I think he's very slept on.
Yeah, which is it's part of the reason why, being the doubles fiend that he is, Snorlax, he is a Kirby main and he loves doubles. I don't think that's a coincidence. Especially,
I think it fits in perfectly, it fits the glove.
I love that punish right now of the Luis up B.
Out of shield up smash?
Yeah, out of shield up smash. You recognize that Luis did a reversal up B at ground level, and because Snorlax was on a platform, immediately out of shield up smashed it.
Yeah, I was about to say, Mudomo was doing a great job tanking stocks, but, as I say that, he lost one, and then now Snorlax is gone, but they're still in the lead.
The danger of trying to call like too specific of a play-by-play thing in doubles is that the dynamics change so quickly.
I think it gets a lot faster than singles.
Oh, it absolutely does. It is considered much harder to commentate than singles in the grand scheme of things. I mean, for exactly that reason, because like right now, we were about to talk about how much of a big significant advantage red team was in, but the stage control that blue team has actually puts them in a very good spot, or at least it did, and then now they're forced to the edge.
And now look at the percent.
And now they reclaim the stage.
It's back to even.
And now it's almost even. Right now, Snorlax has a little bit more health on his stock compared to Luis's bloody last stock.
Good edge guard there by Smurf. And right now, it seems that even though they're both the blue team's a high percent, they're still going in strong. Look at that.
That was nice.
The up smash. That was a really good conversion right there.
No, Luis is definitely moving. I mean, Shofu was tuning into Foundry, and he was becoming a Luis fan at the moment. There we go. The platform coming in clutch, closing out that
just
stock.
Like we said.
Yeah.
I think this is going to come down to who can isolate who first and who can get the kills off.
Because right now, Snorlax is at death percent to some of the more clutch plays by red team, and there we go. And this is going to look very rough for Mudomo.
Kill.
What?
I think Mudomo bared Snorlax.
That was Mudomo.
That was Mudomo.
Oh my god.
I thought it was XX for a second.
XX joining this game briefly just to kill.
In spirit.
I don't even know why. I mean, he didn't die to this team. Why is XX mad at them? I don't know. But, there we go. Last set of down air, closing out the last remaining stock of red team. We've got Fremont's Finest tying it up now at 1-1.
Blue team with some great fight in them, making it back to even.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is still it's an even set. It's still just 1-1. And more importantly, we have the South Bay team with the counter pick advantage right now because they won the first game. So it falls on Fremont's Finest to take 2 games in a row to reclaim that counter pick advantage. Otherwise, they're still going to be on the back heel.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to counter picking stages, it can change from time to time based on your mood, or again, it goes down to character choice. And
Now this
when you have a whole best of 5 set to adapt, I think sometimes you'll develop some thoughts or just theories about how do I approach this team, and that can change as well.
the one thing I'm curious about your input on this. We see Red Team run it back on Town and City. How do you feel about that?
I think it's a solid choice. I think it was really close, and that again, like we talked about, the tools that Kirby and Fox have are still very strong. You saw Snorlax get off his up throw kills. I'm more curious as to how Mudomo is going to utilize the low ceiling of this stage.
Oh, and it looks like, oh man, Snorlax.
Well, just as I say that right there.
Yeah, he's actually doing a fantastic job setting up Mudomo, right? Constantly throwing opponents into his up airs or just pummeling them to set them up for the up smash too.
It'll be keeping the hit stun, and Kirby has one of the fastest pummels, and it does a lot of damage too. So it'll just increase, decrease the threshold needed to get the up smash. And it's doing something similar to the Legit team earlier, holding him into a true confirm.
Right, yeah, where one character can win the neutral maybe a little bit easier than the other one, and you count on the other ones to close out each stock very quickly.
Yeah. Right now it seems that we're seeing a bit of the box strategy here by Fremont's Finest. You notice that Red's team is always almost like right here. They're almost always between blue team.
Yeah, and like you have that situation once again where Louis Money closes that gap, and Smurf is at the back just pestering with pellets, trying to interrupt characters' frame data and such, and that gives Louis the more room to cause his openings, more room to cause disruption, and to close out lives.
Yeah, another moment of I'm gonna call it the legit moment where they just grab and then kill.
Yeah. It's just a fundamental doubles thing. It's a team synergy thing that's universal across all characters. Just the recognition my teammate is nearby, I grab, and I don't throw, and the teammate recognizes the grab has happened and immediately rushes in for the kill.
Yeah, I'll use my fastest and strongest kill option. They'll either grab, release, or just hold it. And good usage of the down tilt right now. He's crouching crouching under all these grabs.
I'm actually amazed that Kirby's able to crouch under Mario grab. That's incredible.
I mean, even going back to Melee, Jigglypuff and Sheik is notorious for this because if Sheik overcommits for a dash grab, Jigglypuff just crouches and rests you. And I think this is the similar scenario because Snorlax knows that down tilt will trip. So if he crouches under a grab, down tilts, and he has the higher percent, he can forward smash or even get a grab for a kill.
Yeah, you can forward smash grab, or if Mudomo's ready, just he can run up and up smash them too.
Hold it, the legit moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Red team being put in the corner here. Back throw here by Luis. That back throw is just honestly ridiculously strong in doubles. Not only is it, I don't know if it's invincible. It can't be challenged. Wait,
did you see Fox Side B kill Snorlax? Because Fox Side B just killed Snorlax.
Hey, reading Rainbow.
And then right afterwards, Mudomo dies to Mega Man down back air. And this is the hardest thing yet. And right now, that is going to be a very bad time, almost.
They're trying to style too hard. I think they take the stocks.
I mean, they were building up percent because it's just Kirby is so light that I think their build-up percent for the 2v1 is a little bit different. It's a little bit flashier than it normally is.
Yeah.
But they were actually very close to taking that stock.
Yeah.
But
Snorlax has nowhere to go offensively. He's just looking not to get demolished here by a combo.
Yeah, he's playing it bit by bit, right? All his thought was at that moment was, how do I touch the ground? Right? He wasn't even thinking about how do I open up one of these two.
And the answer, unfortunately, you're not going to touch the ground. They don't want to let you.
It's a Mario who's fantastic at juggling, and then horizontal pressure by Mega Man. You're going to have a very rough time, and there we go, the up smash.
Again, they kept boxing Snorlax in. He never was able to
get on one side of him.
Get him on one side and then pull him away to even isolate so he could alleviate some of the pressure.
Right, and that's the power of that boxing formation is that, especially when you have just one guy between you when you're doing that boxing, if he finds an opening on, say, Smurf, Louis is right there ready to up smash him. If he finds an opening on Louis, Smurf is right there, he's going to up tilt him. It's, no matter what, he's going to get blown up for it.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to go into Game 4.
Yeah.
And I didn't quite peek at to say Town and City again.
Yeah, no, I think both of these guys really like Town and City. I'm honestly surprised this wasn't the neutral pick, considering that they're both just been running all their counter picks on this level.
Maybe they should be the neutral pick instead of Smashville.
Maybe all Animal Crossing stages are BS, but that's neither here nor there.
That's a story for another day.
Yes.
Yeah. 80% already on. He's dead.
Dead already
We've
on
seen,
Mudomo.
I think we've seen more than enough stocks gone within 30 seconds, maybe even like 15. It's ridiculous how, you know, like we talked about, the dynamic of doubles is a lot more it's fast-paced because it's no longer just about you and another opponent. It's you, your partner, and, you know, 2 other people.
Yeah, I mean, singles, we've already seen it, especially when it comes to like top 16, top 8s at nationals, how scary a polished neutral game is. Now imagine how scary not a polished neutral game, polished punish game is. Now a polished punish game in doubles.
Between 2 people.
It's twice as scary. It's 4 times as scary, honestly. Like, you see MK Leo and Komo Akiri just atomize stocks the moment they find openings.
Yeah. I mean, despite the whole stigma behind Double Cloud, you can't help but deny that their awareness is out of this world.
Oh, no, it's fantastic. You have 2 of the best double players in the world playing the best doubles character, and you're going to have yourself a fantastic showing.
If you're not going to, you know, benefit from that, I don't see, like, why they would do it.
This is actually looking very scary for Red Team right now. They finally managed to take a stock, but I'm looking at Mudomo's percent right now. He's got to be very... He reads the roll back, but he accidentally puts the up smash in the wrong spot. Still alive, though, against all odds. No, never mind. The up smash is all in on the shield. Still alive, though.
He
Makes it to the
overcommits
edge.
for that up smash right there and gets back thrown. Unfortunately, he's not dead, despite all the rage, actually.
I think he just kind of... It was a good recognition that that Smurf wouldn't have the confidence to go for an up tilt at a shield, because that would have absolutely killed him. But he still had Snorlax at his back, so he thought, okay, he's going to go for a back throw because it's safer, and I'm going to live that.
I think the biggest problem right now, actually, that I just noticed, is that Snorlax is actually putting a lot of damage. The red team is putting a lot of damage onto their own partners.
Oh, you mean they're hitting each other?
They're hitting each other too much.
Friendly fire?
Yeah. I think because notice that even though there's so much going on, blue team is avoiding hitting each other at all costs. Like, even right there when he gets back thrown, Smurf is smart enough to wait and then get his damage on.
Like, there was, like, the first back air that he hit in Luis with.
Yeah, but then with red team, you see like they're so busy trying to throw hitboxes and isolate, they forget that sometimes that their partner's right there.
And I think that just falls into, like, that's where, like, just, like, the doubles chemistry falls into play, right? Where, like, at a certain extent, you do need to play with somebody a lot in doubles just to get a sense of where they're going to be. So you make sure you always switch your hitboxes around that spot.
Yeah, to know doubles is to not only know your enemy, but also to know yourself and your partner.
Oh, yeah, like, oof. I was going to start quoting the Art of War right there, right? You have to know yourself if you want to win anything. And if you know your enemy, though, you're going to win everything.
Absolutely. Looks like we're going to see another 2v1 here. A 2-stock convincing lead right here.
The odds get more and more dire with every single game. And, like, here we are at game number 4. This is the 3rd time we've seen this scenario, and it's by far the hardest one for Snorlax to possibly make the comeback in. And right now, he's actually, in terms of stage positioning, in a better spot than he's been in any of these, right? Because he's already on the ground. He wasn't on the platforms, but now he is. Now he's in the air. He's going to have to find his way back, and he gets on Rush. That was really nice.
Right there. Good awareness right there. I really like what Snorlax was doing earlier, that Luis was trying to use the box strategy and chase after him, but Snorlax just tossed him off stage using back throw. Look at this! He's just so smart.
He's so brave right now. Both of these, because the thing about blue team is they recognize they don't need to commit, right? They're fine walking back and forth. And Snorlax is trying to go for these grabs, but he wasn't able to set up a throw such that he'd be safe afterwards.
Because unfortunately, down throw has a bit of lag.
Yeah. The idea is when you grab one of the opponents in a 2v1, you want to do a throw that will hit the opponent away, or